paradox of very dark man? Or is it irony of very dark man? If you have followed the very dark man, you will be familiar to this phrase that I'm going to say now. If I come for you, you are the victim. If you come for me, you're still the victim. Very dark man. With that, I'll say good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is INI TV. We are global and social commentators. We collaborate with INI Expose. I'll just quote what very dark man is popular slogan. If I come for you, you are the victim. If you come for me, you're still the victim. And don't forget, don't play. If not, you will learn the hard way. That is his popular slogans. But we are going to concentrate on the first one. If very dark man comes for you, you are going to find it hot. And if you come for very dark man, you're still going to find it hot. The first part of the phrase, a lot of people already know that if very dark man comes for you, you will find it hot. You will be the victim. You will be in trouble. You will learn the hard way. Iyabo Ojo is not new to this first part of this phrase. Blessing CEO is also not new to this first part of this phrase. And a lot of cream, you know, he also attacked the online vendors. They are also not new to this phrase. This part of this phrase that says, if I come for you. Then the second part is, if you come for very dark man, you are still the victim. Who has learned from the second phrase? First of all, EFCC, the Nigerian police, and the prison services have learned from the second phase. Remember, when the Nigerian police came for very dark man, for putting on the Nigerian police uniform. Remember? So they came for very dark man. They got him arrested. First of all, they interrogated him, and they discovered that they had a reason to deal with him. They had a reason to show him that he need to learn the hard way. They have a reason to show him pepper. And they took him to court. And he was found guilty and fined. He has to stay about 2-3 days in detention. While in detention, he discovered that the Nigerian government now have arrested kids 11, 12, 13, 14. The way he said one of them was saying is 14, 15, and 16. Kids were arrested and we were tried for treason. So the police thought they were coming for very dark man. They wanted very dark man to learn the hard way. But why very dark man was in jail, why he was in the police custody, he came out with a big expose that the federal government is arresting children, putting them in prison. That is an international disgrace. That is why he said, if you come for me, you're still the victim. Imagine the police force came for him. And now everybody, the federal government doesn't know what to do about this issue, about them arresting children. So the counsel to the lawyers came out and lied. It was a white lie that these are not kids, that they are adults, that they are graduates, that they know what they were doing. And the picture we're seeing, what does it tell us? In fact, the federal government, the government of Tinubu, is learning the hard way now. If really the picture we are seeing, if really those are the kids that were arrested, that is an appalling situation that the federal government has put herself. What would the international community think of Bola Ahmed Tinubu's government? This is a government, allegedly, that the international community will think that this government does not have human sympathy. That this government is insensitive to humanity. That this government allegedly is involved in child abuse in the highest order. So you see why when Very Dark Man said, if you come for me, you're still the victim. The police came for him. And now, the judiciary as a whole. You know, when we talk about the judiciary, we're talking about the police. We're talking about the courts, the lawyer, the judges, the ministry. And do you know that this is a part of government? We have three arms of government. We have the executive, we have the legislative, and we have the judiciary. What is happening now? What is happening now? The judiciary is in trouble. Because how will a court where you have adults as judges, lawyers, detain 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 years old kids, which even if we want to say yes, they knew what they were doing, they should be sentenced to a juvenile court where specialize in treating kids, and these kids will be sent to center to rehabilitate them because they are less than 14. They are less than 18, which is the official Nigeria official age for an adult. In some countries, it is even 21. You as 19 is still considered as a child. Some country, it is 21. That is when legally, whatever you do, you'll be made to face the consequences. So, initially, when I heard him saying, if you come for me, you are still the victim, I thought Very Dark Man was bragging. But now I understand fully. And I think the federal government too understood. The Bola Ahmed Tinubu government has understood what the Very Dark Man meant when he said that if you come for me, you are also the victim. I will want Bola Ahmed Tinubu to please save the face of his government by immediately releasing those kids. If not, Bola Ahmed Tinubu will learn the hard way. It is not the police now. It is the number one citizen that will learn the hard way. When you go international, the whole press conference, and journalist shows you picture of kids that is in your jail, that is when Bola Ahmed Tinubu will know the degree of what he has done to those kids. Pictures don't lie. And now the government is saying those kids were acting, that some of them that fainted were acting. Now you are going back to tell us that they are kids and they are not adults. You see, please, a lot of us saw these things coming. We knew that before 2-3 years, because Nigeria as a government, Nigerians as a people, we are in a cliff hanging. And the only way forward is to drop into the valley. And that was why most of us, we came out for Peter Gregory Obi. Because he was the only man intelligently sensible enough to know we are going the wrong way. To know that the direction that this country is going is the wrong way. And he has offered to drive us out of this wrong way so that we'll take a proper route to the land flowing with milk and honey. A lot of people, Nigerians abroad, has given up on Nigeria. And I'm one of them. I have given up on Nigeria when the judiciary came out and told us that now the 25% in Abuja does not really matter. When they came out and told us that the cases that Bola Ahmed Tinubu had in America were civil offenses. We've given up on this country when somebody like Yonso Wike could openly be in one party and be working for another party. And at the end of the day, he was compensated. That is the height. That is the height of this country. It's the height, it's the worst that we can reach, and that is where we are now. We are all praying that this country don't lead to a revolution, as Showore has been preaching. We in any TV will praying and asking God that the Peter Obi's approach will be better. So, for those of you who still don't believe that very dark man has a good case to fight, for those of you who still believe that very dark man is making a nuisance out of the whole thing, I just hope that you guys now understand. Though very dark man might make little mistakes here and there, but I think he's human. He is doing what a lot of human rights activists, people who are lawyers, who are senior advocate of Nigeria could not do. Very dark man is doing them. So we give credit to him. We give credit to very dark man. And we now believe that is paradox when he said, if you come for me, it is you that will be the victim. That word has sunk into our head, and we now, every day, we're beginning to believe that very dark man has a good fight he is fighting. I will ask you all that if there's any way you could at least support this young man and begin to ask the government to please release those children. If gold rusts, what will iron do? If the government could be indulged in things like this, what do we expect from the bandits, from the Boko Haram, from the kidnappers? Well, we'll end this video here. We'll appeal to each and every Nigerians to please put your voice, join very dark man to ask for the release of these kids. We can do it if we come out and speak out in one voice. Well, I hope that the Bola Ahmed Tinubu's government do a rethink, because of the image they are painting is not good for the country and is not good for anybody. With that, we'll come to the end of this video. Remember, this is INI TV. We are global and social. We also want to ask you to please like, comment, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. And after you subscribe, just press the notification bell button so that each video we make, it comes directly to you. And for our returning subscribers, we say, chooks, ciao, au revoir, adios, bye-bye. We love you, but God love you most. And as it is the culture in this channel, we'll catch you when we make the next video. Until then, we'll say, peace and out.